The beauty of night sky and the celestial events that takes place at that time are both stunning and compelling. Since the beginning of human civilization, we have looked to the sky to navigate vast oceans, to decide when to plant our crops and to answer questions of where we came from and how we got here. This curiosity of ours has introduced astronomy to mankind. It is the science which solves some of the greatest mysteries, like how stars were born, how planets revolve, how galaxies evolve, and from where and since when this universe started. India, like many other ancient cultures of the world, has a rich heritage in astronomy. Aryabhat, Brahmagupta, Varahamir and Bhaskara are some of the names of ancient mathematicians who pursued astronomy and wrote great texts centuries ago. The branch of astronomy which emphasizes on acquiring data from observation of astronomical objects through the use of telescopes is called observational astronomy.
This is actually a branch of physics where it allows us to verify various branches of physics experimentals, which we cannot do it in terrestrial environment. So that understanding, if you want to verify, then astronomy provides us a natural laboratory. So that is the context of physics, verification of theories of physics, but also, of course, the night sky always, attracts us, and this curiosity about, how we are born, how the universe was born. So that's a natural questions we all have. So through the observations of astronomical objects in the sky, we can, address some of these questions.
Over the past few decades, India has proven its scientific prowess by making significant achievements in the field of astronomy. One such organization that has been a harbinger of observational astronomy since a long time is the Aryabhat Research Institute of Observational Sciences, or ARIES. Being a leading research institute of the country, ARIES specializes in observational astronomy, astrophysics and atmospheric sciences. The legacy of the institute goes back to more than 6 decades. First, as a straight observatory established in Varanasi in 1954 in Uttar Pradesh, at the initiative of Dr. Sampurnanand, Education Minister and later the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh at that time, and Professor A.N. Singh, a professor of mathematics at Lucknow University. In 1955, it was shifted to Nainital to get clear sky in the hills. It was the dream of then director of the observatory, Professor Venu Bappu, a highly respected astronomer in optical astronomy, to establish a 4-meter class optical telescope in India. The state observatory started with modest facilities until a 1-meter optical telescope was established in 1972 at Manora Peak. It then started flourishing. ARIES come under the aegis and funding of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India in 2004.
The major advantage that whatever goal and potential ARIES had, which could not be fulfilled under state government, once it came to Government of India, those potentials were realized, and I am happy to report you that today functioning of this major facility 3.6 meter, it is the largest size telescope in the country, and it is performing as at par with any other facilities located elsewhere in the globe.
The key instrument of nearly all modern observational astronomy is the telescope. These telescopes serves the dual purpose of gathering light and magnifying the image, so that small and very faint objects of galaxy can be easily observed.
In ARIES, we have 4 instruments, 2 are imager and 2 are spectrograph. And these instruments covers from optical to infrared wavelength. So we can do simultaneous optical infrared imaging as well as spectroscopy.
The light actually comes from far, far away. And so the light becomes very faint when you compare it with any terrestrial light which you see around, like your lamps or headlight. This light is actually having only few photons per second. And that's why it's called the faint object spectrograph in camera. Now, the light which is coming from these celestial objects from very large distances, they need to be analyzed for each and every color. So, we actually need to look at thousands of colors, not just few colors. Thousands of colors in these stellar light to know their composition, to know what is the temperature there, to know how they have possibly been formed, and what is their age, and how are they going to evolve.
Most of these observational astronomy is performed through telescopes of different apertures, from the ground-based observatories located at high altitude so as to minimize the absorption and distortion caused by Earth's atmosphere and maintain the accuracy of those observations. ARIES enjoy being based at one such favorable location.
Fortunately, the location of Manora Peak is such that it's at an altitude of 2 km, and you can see the boundary layer of atmosphere changes there. So the important observations which were needed for aerosol and trace gases, they were not available. So it became very important for us to take these observations, and which became one of the major mandate of ARIES, so that we can contribute very much to the knowledge of climate change study. And this was the reason why atmospheric science was started in ARIES.
The Atmospheric Science Division at ARIES carries out research on air pollution and climate change. Here, the focus of research is mainly in the lower part of the atmosphere. This division specializes in observation of trace gases, including ozone and greenhouse gases, aerosols and meteorology, etc. There are different instruments for observation of physical and optical properties of aerosols and trace gas. ARIES ST radar or ARIES stratosphere-troposphere radar to measure wind speeds up to an altitude of around 20 km is also being set up here.
This ST radar which we are standing here right now. So this is the major facility for atmospheric science, and this facility is capable of measuring the 3D wind field up to the lower stratosphere. So that's why name comes stratosphere tropospheric radar. Now this facility is also unique in the sense because this is located at the top of the building and operating at the frequency of 206.5 megahertz, and this is not tried worldwide anywhere.
The objective of ARIES is to promote, guide and carry out frontline research in astronomy, astrophysics and atmospheric sciences, including climate change and space physics, in order to create an environment of research of the highest level in the country. The main thrust areas of Astronomy and Astrophysics Division are solar, planetary, stellar, galactic and extragalactic astronomy, including X-ray binaries, star clusters, nearby galaxies, quasars and inherently transient events like supernova and highly energetic gamma-ray bursts. To study these, the scientist of ARIES has designed sophisticated instruments like the Charge Coupled Device or the CCD imager and the Faint Object Spectrographic Camera or FOSC, which brings us the sharp images. This is the first FOSC designed and assembled in India at ARIES.
4K CCD imager is an imaging device which will be mounted at the 3.6 meter focal plane, and it's an in-house developed instrument which will do broadband imaging. As we know that India has a longitudinal advantage for this place, and that's how 3.6 meter facility has been established here. We believe that this instrument will contribute significantly towards studies of gamma ray burst afterglows, supernovae and many other new upcoming transients like gravitational wave candidates and so on. Long-term perspective would be to really cover multi-messenger time domain astronomy using this CCD imager.
There are two types of observing facilities at ARIES: solar and stellar observations. For solar observations, ARIES operates a 15 cm optical telescope at Manora Peak. Regular observation of the solar eruptive events like solar flares, filaments and surges etc. are routinely performed by scientists at the facility. It is equipped with a special filter to observe the sun's corona during a total solar eclipse. For stellar observation in the optical and near-infrared or NIR bands, ARIES operates a 1.0-meter Sampurnanand telescope at Manora Peak. This facility has been used by over 200 astronomers from national and international community and has produced more than 60 PhD theses so far. In 2010, the scientists at ARIES decided to move to a distance of 60 kilometers further away from the Manora Peak to a place called Devasthal. Here, ARIES installed and operationalized its first 1.3-meter modern optical telescope. The observation made by this telescope confirmed that the new site at Devasthal is the best place for installation of highly advanced telescopes in the future.
Devasthal site was characterized using modern instrument during 1996 to 2001. Creation and development of infrastructural facilities for the 3.6 meter like approach road, electricity, water, because nothing was there. Then we also prepared a detailed project report for Government of India, which got approval from Planning Commission, Finance Department, Governing Council and Astronomical Community of India. After all these approvals, we finally ordered the telescope, and order was given to a company, Belgian company named Advanced Mechanical and Optical System, in brief AMAS. First light verification of the instrument were carried out in the premises of the AMAS in Belgium.
Hence, in the middle of 2015, India's largest and most advanced 3.6-meter Devasthal optical telescope, or the DOT telescope, was successfully installed after decade-long efforts at Devasthal. It has largest vacuum chamber and the biggest rotating dome ever made in India. Commissioned as an international collaboration between Department of Science and Technology, India and Belgium Science Department, BEL SPO. The 3.6-meter Devasthal optical telescope was jointly activated by the Indian Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi and Belgium's Prime Minister Mr. Charles Michel from Brussels on 30th March 2016.
This is a pretty large size optical telescope, and such telescopes actually use active optics technology to align primary and secondary mirror in situ. I mean, when telescope is moving from one object to another, it can align primary and secondary mirror online, and it can produce sharp images. It has the capacity to produce very sharp sub-arc second images. As a result, we are able to study deep sky objects, objects which are very faint and situated at the edge of the universe. For example, the very faint galaxies and high redshift quasars, and using those objects, we will be able to probe how our universe formed.
In addition, a 4-meter aperture international liquid mirror telescope in scientific collaboration with Belgium and Canada is expected to become operational soon at Devasthal. The ILMT will scan the image every night and make important observations.
The facility behind me is a 4-meter class international liquid mirror telescope. It is primarily a collaboration between 3 countries, India, Canada and Belgium. And this is one-of-a-kind telescope which has been installed in India, and it will be used as a survey telescope. As the name implies, the primary mirror will be made of liquid mercury. When the mercury is poured into the bowl, because of the rotation, a mirror will be formed with an effective diameter of 4 meter. So this is different than a conventional telescope, and the cost of such a telescope is much less as compared to a conventional telescope. And one of the key highlights of such a telescope will be the discovery of the new sources in the universe, and we are expecting the first light of this telescope by the end of this year.
Since its inception, ARIES have been constantly contributing in the area of astronomical research, particularly those involving time-critical phenomena. For example, the first successful attempt in the country to observe optical afterglow of gamma-ray burst was carried out at ARIES. The observation of large number of eclipsing binaries, variable stars, star clusters, nearby galaxies, gamma-ray bursts and supernova have been made possible due to advanced technology available at ARIES. In past, new ring systems around Saturn, Uranus and Neptune were also found from the observatory. The engineering division at ARIES caters to design, development, maintenance and upgradation of the instruments and support facilities, and also supports maintenance of the ARIES infrastructure.
3.6 meter Devasthal optical telescope. It's a very complex system. It employs advanced mirror control techniques and motion control techniques. And it also uses very sophisticated instruments like imager and spectrograph for meeting the science goals. Now this puts a lot of demand on the engineering efforts required for both maintenance, upgradation and development of back-end instruments. So it not only requires specialized engineering groups, but also a combination of these engineering efforts. So we at ARIES, we have 4 main engineering sections like optics, mechanical, electronics and software group. But we have developed specializations required for these kind of instruments. We also work together as an integrated group for providing a combination of engineering efforts for such systems.
On the academic front, ARIES offers PhD and postdoctoral fellowships programs to students as part of its mandate to develop skilled human resources. Apart from this, summer project internship is also offered to BSc and MSc level students to provide them a glimpse of research and developmental activities carried out at the institute.
At ARIES, we have different aperture telescope, some 0.5 meter telescope. You have already heard about 4 meter class telescope. So what these are basically the aperture size. This is the size of the primary mirror you are considering. And what happens with the aperture, it increases the light gathering power. So you can actually detect very faint sources as you go with the higher order.
ARIES has a well-stocked automated library known as the Knowledge Resource Center. It has 10,000 volumes of research journals and an excellent collection of books mainly related to astronomy, astrophysics and atmospheric sciences.
Knowledge Resource Center is basically a collection of books and different research journals. So students and researchers use these journals to search for the literature of what have been already done. So accordingly they can plan about their research projects. So this KRC is one of the oldest in Uttarakhand state, and it is, you can say, one of the best collection in the country for astronomy and astrophysics books and journals.
ARIES faculty have published 900 papers in refereed journals of high impact factors along with conference proceedings and have awarded 60 PhDs so far. The scientists at ARIES are also actively involved in the popularization of science related to astronomy and atmospheric sciences among general public as well as students from various schools across the country. Various workshops and events are being organized by the institute as a part of public outreach program from time to time. The observatory is open to public for the night sky viewing. Visitors attend the slideshows and view the picture gallery describing the celestial bodies. In the past, many eminent personalities like the DST Secretary Professor Ashutosh Sharma and the Queen of Thailand has also visited the facility. The staff at ARIES encourages the usage of the Science Center facilities and motivates the young talents to pursue a career in astronomy and atmospheric sciences.
The Science Center of ARIES is dedicated for public outreach related activities, and since Nainital is a very touristic place, we get a lot of influx of visitors every year, normal students, common public and so on. So ARIES being a public funded research institutions, we see this activity as a very major activity and as one of the social scientific responsibilities of the institute. We also participate nationally in several exhibitions to educate people about astronomy, astrophysics, atmospheric sciences and other related activities of the institutes and science in general.
In the future, ARIES aims to establish a strong synergy between all its facilities and other national and international ground-based facilities and space programs to probe and understand the celestial phenomena in astrophysical terms. The institute is also looking forward to collaborate with Indian medium and small-scale industries specialized in optical fabrication technologies, system control and manufacturing to build modern scientific instruments in the country for various laboratories and optical observatories.
We are primarily a ground-based facility here at ARIES, but it is important today, modern day, to have a multi-wavelength observation. So that means you have to combine ground-based facility with space-based facility. And today ISRO is doing fantastic work in terms of science from astronomy missions. So there is AstroSat mission, which is has several payloads to look at the different astrophysical objects. There is an upcoming solar facility which is called Aditya mission. So our intention will be to work very closely with ISRO to have again a synergy between the space-based platform and the ground-based platform.
ARIES is continuously maintaining and upgrading its existing facilities and collaborating with international institutions to carry out observations in the frontier areas of astronomy.
The Department of Science and Technology is completing 50 glorious years in the service of the nation through science and technology. This journey of relevance and excellence has not been a solitary one. All our autonomous organizations have played a critical role in driving forth with quality and focus and speed in their respective areas. They have excelled in their pursuits. I wish all the autonomous organizations and their scientists a very successful future. The future is coming at us at faster and faster speeds. I'm sure you'll be fully prepared to meet the challenges and create new opportunities and work for an Atmanirbhar Bharat that can be proud of its S&T depth and spread.
Thus, with a team of dedicated scientists, ever-expanding research facilities and an increasing list of landmark observations, Aryabhatta Research Institute of Observational Sciences has established itself as a premier research organization in the field of astronomical sciences, which is on a quest to solve mysteries of the outer space.